All right, time now 7:07. It may be the political breakup for the ages. President Donald Trump and billionaire Elon Musk at each other's throats online.
So this could have some big ramifications for the president's agenda and the future of the Republican Party. Let's get right to Ron. He's known as, I don't know, you can kind of ease the tensions. You're a conflict manager around here, buddy. Good morning.
I do try to step forward with a calm demeanor, Celeste, but let me just tell you what's going on in this story. It was amazing how quickly this escalated in less than 24 hours as the posts were flying back and forth either on X or on Truth Social. To some, it seemed like an unlikely political alliance right from the start, and there had been predictions that it could end badly. And boy, this is what has happened so far. President, it was not that long ago that he handed the golden key to the White House to Elon Musk. But now, boy, there has been a bitter falling out between the richest man in the world and the most powerful man in the world. Take a look now at what the president wrote. He posted, "I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate, and he just went crazy." Musk, initially angry over the deficit impact of Trump's so-called big, beautiful budget bill and all the spending in it after all the work he had done with Doge. Now, Musk says the Trump tariffs will cause a recession in the second half of this year. And then he posts, time to drop the really big bomb. Real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That's the real reason they've not been made public. And then in terms of what might have been the biggest insult when he posted, "Without me, Trump would have lost the election. Dems would control the House and Republicans would be 51 to 49 in the Senate." He even seemed to back impeachment at one point.
Very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot.
So, the president threatened to cut Musk government contracts, and Musk threatened to halt some of his work with NASA. Let me just bring you up to date with what they're saying at Fox. There are some reports that the two may speak, although there's pushback from the White House. The latest reporting that I'm seeing is that White House aides are trying to bring the two together, but there's no anticipation, at least today, that they'll talk directly. Musk did post, you guys, late last night. There was a big name in the world of high finance, a guy named Bill Ackman, who posted, "For the good of the country, these two guys need to knock it off and get back together."
Yeah.
And Musk responded to that and said, "You're not wrong." But it could be a while before President Trump even wants to speak to him. So we'll see how it all unfolds in the coming days.
What a wild world we live in, Ron. They're now fighting, but Trump is getting along with the president of China.
Good point, Celeste. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know if that guy spends very much time on social media. Maybe a little less social time.
That's true. Yeah. Ron, thank you. Sure.